Welcome to another episode of Driven by Purpose with me, Armin Jamula. Today's episode is very special. It is because there is some relationships that stay on, on a thin thread, but then they just join back for any reason. And a moment comes where you drift apart, but then you come back together. One such person is with me today, Archana Udeshi from Elysian Creatifs. Archana has been a member since 2019. Through COVID, which was 2020, 2021, she took a break in her business and she did different things and exploration. So she left ItsHerWay, but now she's back and I'm really excited to be on this podcast with her and share with you her story of how it all started and how it's going now. Hi, Archana.
Hi, Armin. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you for coming. And how do you feel about being back?
Oh, I'm really excited and looking forward to be here again, joining back the tribe and community and having new experiences now.
Yeah. So I think I also want to refresh my memory in knowing how it all started for you. What was that one moment where Elysian Creative came about?
So in 2016, as you know, there is a trend and it's always been like that past at home also, that during Diwali, you gift your friends and dear one gifts, yes, showing them, showering some love.
Yes.
So I felt that every year it was getting repetitive. Gifts were getting repetitive and things were repeating. So then I thought, why not do something about it? So that time I curated some gifts at home and made some handcrafted gifts and things for personalized as per my friends and families, their interest or their home decor and all. And they really loved it. And from there it started slowly. They came back to me and, can you make this for me or can you create this for me? And that is where the journey started actually.
Very nice. So where does the purpose lie of Elysian Creatives? If you have to go a little deeper and understand, why are you doing this every day?
Actually, when I saw the market, it was like, products are not that multi-purpose use or not eco-friendly and sustainable. So I was feeling really this thing that no, we have to change. As global climate is changing, things are changing, we also need to change. So on daily basis, I try to create something which is sustainable, which is more useful, which is eco-friendly as well as multi-purpose use of the things. So I believe that gifts also should be created in such a way which are sustainable, go for many years and have multi-purpose use of things. So that is where this business idea started, and I really wanted to give back to Mother Earth something if she is giving us so much. So I was really grateful for whatever we are having around and use it wisely.
How are you balancing yourself in your business, in your venture, from profitability to social impact and being very conscious of your environment?
Frankly speaking, on profitability, I'm not looking into it as much because I know when you are doing something like this, it is purpose driven and not money driven. So profitability is not as much in this thing, but it is the purpose which is driving me right now, because I really want to impact next generation and educate people on reusing, recycling, sustainability. So in that way, I'm doing upcycling of home decors, upcycling of furniture and those things along with gifts and all.
And you have an interior design background, yeah?
No, actually, I'm self-taught.
You're self-taught.
Yeah, okay, it is passion-driven more than this thing.
Institutional,
yeah.
I never thought of it that way. I always thought that you were doing this as a profession. But that's beautiful. It doesn't show.
Yeah.
You're self-taught with so much experience. I can see that.
Yeah, because somewhere your experience and your environment counts a lot, I believe. So during growing up years, I was surrounded by blessed family, my aunts and my next door neighbors, and they were into recycling,
Wow.
using things very wisely,
Yes.
and many things you pick up from your elders.
Yes.
So few things I picked up from my mom and mother-in-law both, and that is how it kept on building.
I'm going to go a little sideways and not stick to the script. I want to ask you, what is that one childhood memory of upcycling or using resources very judiciously, very carefully, that has stuck with you, and you want to put that in your children and leave that as a legacy? What is that one memory or one thing that you want?
Here I would highlight two things, not one thing. So one was repurposing the clothes.
Uh-huh.
So when I was 14 years old around, my mom's wedding dress, wedding sari, out of that my aunt and mom created a very beautiful lehenga for me.
Oh, lovely.
So that picture and memory is still with me.
Okay.
So there again the sari was reused into something new, creating something new. And the other was my mother-in-law who used to wisely use glass jars or anything which comes from the market and storing things for it. So there where I felt there was a need not just using it in the way it is, but to give it a new look, upcycle it and give some modifications to it. And that is where I started doing all these things.
That's lovely. Now, if we look at this journey has been with you since 2016, so it's been more than 5 years now.
Yeah.
There are definitely a lot of success stories that you have under your belt. What is the one success story that you would like to share today with this?
I would not say there is one success story,
Exactly.
but it has been a journey where I am seeing I'm able to spread awareness or do some impact for younger generations. There are a lot of students who come to me and they want to learn certain way, certain techniques of art and all. And again, I just completed one project of restyling where my client wanted to discard the old furniture. But when I saw it was handcrafted, very beautiful and very sturdy piece, I said, we can do something with this. Just don't scrap it or throw it away. So there we refurbished it. Upholstery was refurbished and it had completely new look.
Wow.
Chairs were given modern look and sofas were given a little vintage look. So that is where the small things impact into big things in future.
That's great. How do you lead your daily life when it comes to leading a more sustainable, environmentally friendly life? What are the things that you keep consciously in mind?
First thing is daily basis, if you see, there are so many plastic jars, bottles and all in daily life we get. So trying to create something out of it with it, as kids have this CAS projects, community service projects in their school. So me and my son, we are working on a project with school called Vishwa project.
Wow.
Where we created out of 5-liter jars a sitting bench for younger kids and all. And it is sustainable also. You are repurposing the bottles and all. So there are that kind of lot of projects where students are coming up and we are working on it.
That's beautiful. So you're actually using every bit of your time you can get in your business as well as your personal life to imbibe sustainability in so many ways, and consumption, production. What is next for Elysian Creative as a business?
As a business now, I want to take it on next stage. So focusing on wedding trousseaux, where we see that lots and lots of decorative things are discarded.
Yes.
So making it more sustainable, just not doing it like decorating. Suppose you are giving written gifts.
Yeah.
So in written gifts, we are getting velvet boxes.
Right.
With that, we are doing it
Organic velvet.
customized, yeah, and then decorating it with flowers, and which really attracts
And these
people.
are natural flowers.
Sometimes natural, sometimes paper flowers.
Okay, paper, yes. But not the plastic ones.
Try to avoid as much as possible plastic in use of my business. So they can. There are two ways to look at it. Even if you are using certain plastic things, but you make sure that they are so beautiful that people don't want to throw it and reuse it.
They reuse
So that is one part of it. And other, now we are launching with German silver products because it is metal. People can reuse it for years.
Right.
So getting that into the gifting for Diwali as well, rather than gifting something which people will use for a year or two and throw away.
Brilliant.
Or creating something personalized gifts for them.
And German silver, will you be doing some artwork on it? Or will it be just pure German silver artifacts?
That depends how customers want to go for it. Yeah.
Absolutely customizable, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So it is completely personalized things for customers.
And you did have a very unique aspect about making memories out of these things. And you've really, I personally have purchased, I think, 2 to 3 memory frames that you've created and crafted for me, my family. Those are some mementos that you've kept, but they were done so beautifully. I'm sure there are some stories that you'd want to highlight where you say that this memory went a long way. Any story that you want to share?
Here I would share 2-3 particular stories I have with, and they were not just customers now, they have become like an extended family.
Wow.
So this was order was placed to a school parent. And ECGA committee we had in school. So
Right.
one of the parent were leaving country forever for good. So all the members said you create some things with the photographs they had and memories what they had,
Right.
school building and all. So we created a beautiful keepsake box for that.
Oh, wow.
And recently it happened, the parent who asked me to make it had a video call with the other person for whom the gift was made.
Right.
And it was kept in the entrance of her
House.
home as a memory for so many years being in Dubai.
Beautiful.
So it was something which has touched my heart, and they have moved to Italy. So it was an international thing for me.
Your artwork has gone to Italy now.
Italy.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And then this story is very close to my heart because a mother lost her husband and a child, and in that grief period she had come to me that she wants to give some memorable gift, and she wanted to create all her memories into scrapbook and all.
Okay.
So I worked with her, recreating each moment of her life with her child and husband into that scrapbook. She moved away from UAE, now she's settled in Canada. So yeah, I have really close bonding with her. Right now also I'm getting goosebumps. So these are valuable things, you know.
Yes. And these
So-
are memories that will stay with you as well.
Well,
as
with
them.
him, yeah.
Forever.
And I think I'm blessed and grateful to God for giving me this opportunity to bring smile on people's faces.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's
That
beautiful.
is
Thank you
what
for
I
sharing.
look for.
Thank you for sharing. Well, I hope our journey together also, as it resurrected itself in such a beautiful way, goes to growths and growths together.
Same here.
And I wish you all the best. And thank you for coming on this podcast again.
Thank you so much, Armin. And you have been so welcoming to me. I'm really, really touched by your gesture. Last year also when I did exhibition, I approached you. You were so wholeheartedly, you welcomed me. So that is something I look forward to always.
Thank you.
And that is the connection I think we'll have lifelong.
Yes, this is memories as well, right?
Yeah.
That's all we need. That's all there is. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for coming. Thank you.
Thanks.